Join me as I dive into the 10 most shocking holiness codes in the Bible and see if I'm breaking any of them unknowingly. The concept of holiness codes in the Bible is often overlooked, but they're incredibly important in understanding how to live a morally and spiritually upright life. These codes were given to the Israelites to set them apart from other nations and to help them become a holy people, and they still have relevance today. But being unaware of these codes can also lead to a sense of condemnation or legalism. We might feel like we're not good enough or that we're trying to earn God's love through our actions. But that's not what these codes are about. They're about following God's heart and living a life that honors Him. They're about becoming more like Jesus, and that's something we should all strive for. The Bible is full of holiness codes that can shock and surprise us, and today, we're going to explore the top 10 most surprising ones. From purity laws to dietary restrictions, these codes may seem strange or even barbaric to us today, but they hold deep spiritual significance, so let's dive in and see what we can learn from them. Number 9 is the code of not mixing different fabrics or seeds. This code was about maintaining purity and holiness, and it's still relevant today in our own lives. Number 8 on our list is the code of not shaving certain parts of your head. This code was about mourning and grief, and it's still practiced today in some Jewish communities. Number 7 is the code of not wearing tattoos or body piercings. This code was about not marking or mutilating the body, which was seen as God's temple. Number 6 on our list is the code of not having sex during menstruation. This code was about purity and cleanliness, and it's still debated today in many Christian communities. Number 5 is the code of not having sex with close relatives. This code was about maintaining healthy family relationships and preventing abuse. Number 4 on our list is the code of not eating certain types of animals. This code was about diet and health, and it's still followed today by many Jews and Christians. Number 3 is the code of not working on the Sabbath. This code was about rest and worship, and it's still practiced today in many Christian communities. Number 2 on our list is the code of not lending money with interest. This code was about fairness and justice, and it's still debated today in many economic systems. And number 1 on our list is the code of not making idols or worshiping other gods. This code was about loyalty and faithfulness, and it's still relevant today in our own lives. But one code that really stands out to me is the code of not showing favoritism to the rich. This code challenges our common belief that wealthy people are more important or influential. It reminds us that everyone is equal in God's eyes, regardless of their social status or wealth. It's a code that challenges our own biases and prejudices, and it prompts us to reflect on how we treat others. In conclusion, these holiness codes are not just outdated rules from the Old Testament. They're principles and guidelines that can transform our lives and help us become more like Jesus. They're about living a life of purity, holiness, and obedience to God, and that's something we should all strive for. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of holiness codes. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more topics like this, be sure to check out my other videos on related topics. Make the background music exciting.